Hey everyone, welcome back to Ontario Gardening. Today we are making tallow candles. This is going to be a super quick tutorial. I just want to mention a couple things so that you have better success and so that I can show you how easy it is once you've made that tallow. So you're going to find how to make the tallow in a whole separate video because that's a whole separate thing. I will link that below. What you're going to do is you're going to find the containers that you want to use to make your tallow candles in. So whether that is canning jars, whether that's old candle jars that you have, or even whether it's these candle tins, whatever you're using, make sure to get your vessels and make sure to know how many vessels you're doing so you can have an idea of how much tallow to melt down. So I'm going to be doing two 250 mils, which is 1 cup canning jars. So I'm going to need 2 cups of tallow. And when it's hard like this, you're going to have a hard time knowing exactly what weight to use. So we're gonna have to eyeball this until it melts down. The good part is if you have any leftover that is melted, you can make some tallow balm. You can just pour it right back in to like a separate container to use for later. Not a big deal. So whatever candle vessels you're using, you're gonna need wicks, and then you're gonna need essential oils of your choice. Now I'm going to show you something a little extra special here that is not necessary, but I'm going to show you something at the very end. When you're looking for essential oils, it's whatever you choose. If you have pets, just keep in mind that not all essential oils are pet friendly. Just do a quick Google search based on the pets that you have. I have dogs, so we're going to stick to things like lavender, rosemary, myrrh, chamomile, frankincense. Those are ones off the top of my head that I know are safe. I'm going to go with lavender because I love lavender. So moving forward, what we are going to do, you don't need any fancy tools. If you're using tins or old candle jars that are specifically formulated for hot wax, you're good. But if you're using some canning jars or anything like vessels that are cooled, you're going to want to, the tin will be fine. That's never going to crack. What we want to do right now is make sure that our jars don't crack when we put the hot tallow into it. So we are going to go ahead. I have mine in the oven at 200 degrees right now while we melt everything down and work so that my hot tallow goes into a hot jar and nothing shatters. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and add some tallow to a pot. You don't need a double boiler or anything fancy here, just a regular old pot. And as you can see, the tallow is already in a hard state. It's been in the fridge. This is basically what it's gonna come down to. So that's all you need. You don't need beeswax or anything else fancy. This is just a straight tallow candle. So we're going to go ahead and start off with some tallow in here, and we're going to start melting it down. Because I have 2 candles, I'm looking for 2 cups, and it's probably going to take a little bit. So we're going to go ahead, melt this down on medium in the stove, and keep eyeballing it and see if we have about 2 cups. You can always add or take away. I did want to add really quickly, you can use a fragrance oil instead of an essential oil. And those are typically, I guess, safer for animals, but they're not necessarily safer for us. Like, there's nothing wrong with using them at all as long as you're sourcing them well. But if you're looking for like a completely natural candle, tallow and the essential oils and an organic and natural wick is going to be the best for you. In the meantime, while the tallow is melting down, I have added my wick into my hot jar. Be careful, everything's hot. You're going to want to use an oven mitt. You can use a piece of glue on the bottom to hold that, or when you're done, you can use 2 pencils. I'll show you that method in a minute. But either way, we've got our wick at the bottom. Now our oil is melted, our tallow is melted, and we are going to let it cool just slightly, and then we're going to add our essential oils. Now we're going to add 50 drops total. So that's about 50 drops per cup. You're going to want it nice and strong to smell to smell this scent over top of the beef when you're burning it, when you're burning your candle. So I'm going to go ahead and add 50 drops of my essential oil, and you're going to go ahead and mix that around. Take a smell, make sure it smells the way you like. If you're not getting any detection of that oil, you can go ahead and add some more. You're gonna still have a slight tallow smell, but we're not looking for a strong tallow forward smell. We're looking for definitely more of the essential oil, and that's what the smell will be when we burn our candle down. And now it's as simple as pouring our tallow into our candle container. And you want to leave just a little bit of space at the top. Now, if your wick is doing one of these, we need to keep it in place nice and straight for when it hardens. So grab 2 pencils, 2 spoons, 2 markers, 2 chopsticks, whatever you have. Make sure to pull your wick tight, but not too tight as to pull it right out. Slide it between the 2 utensils and let it sit and harden, and that will essentially hold your wick in place so that we can cut it when we're done. So I'm going to show you what this is like when it's done, but I'm also going to show you that little treat I was talking to you about, because I've got enough left over for that second candle. Now, if you wanted to go ahead, this is going to harden back up and it's going to turn white just like we started with. So you could 100% add some color to your candle and some little bits on top to make it pretty. So that's what we're going to do with our second candle, just to show you. So I'm just adding some blue food dye, and what it is doing is, because it's separating, and that's okay because we're adding little specks of color throughout. Now I'm going to take some glitter for me personally and just sprinkle some on the top, because that is going to go ahead and make it look super cute when it's done. Now, if you wait for this to slightly cool a bit, you can add a little bit more without it like sinking to the bottom, because some of it will, depending on how heavy the things are that you're putting on. So we're going to go ahead and let this start to harden a bit. We'll be back in a few to show you. This is going to take a while. We're going to show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, and my tallow candles are complete. So this one, of course, is just my plain scented, and then this one is the one that I added some color and glitter to, just a little bit of a winter scene. Now we have to cut our wicks, now that I've turned the light on, and you want to just cut them about 1/4 inch. And voila, let me light this bad boy and show you what it looks like. And there we are, friends. Tallow candles. It is super, you don't even have to put fragrance in here. You could just literally leave it burning. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.